Hi, I am Malik Uzar. Welcome to Course Master. Today I am going to discuss what is the use of static members in Java. What is the purpose of static members in Java? As we discussed before that static members also called the class members. Static variables also called the class variable. And the instance variable are shared among all the objects of the class, but a copy of instance variable given to all the objects of class. So static members, when a variable is static in a class, it shares its values with all the objects. Let's start how it's used in Java language. First go to notepad, create a new file, save it with the name, select the path where you want to save your file. Here we need static test.java, public static test public class static test, starting braces. Here we public, or you use private use public static int count. Okay, so here public string without static, you can understand what is difference between simple or public variable, non-static or static variable. It's a non-static variable string name. So public static test constructor, it takes name, string name. Okay, so closing braces, this dot name equal to name, here plus count, here system dot out dot println. Inside the constructor equal to plus count. Okay, so here a method public get name, it's return string, so return name braces close, and the close braces of, you need to save it and create a new file for main method. Save as test member mem.java, public class test mem main method public static void main string args as an argument. So here when you create a simple object of static test obj equal to new static test, so here you pass early and static test obj1 equal to new static test here Ahmed. So when this statement calls, it initialize name with Ali and then Ahmed. So here we need also a method public static int get count to get the counts. It counts how many objects created of a class, return count. Okay, you have to save it, and here we print dot out dot print ln before. So here counter before instantiation, counter before instantiation equal to here when we, because static members are class members, so we can also call its members or methods by using its name static test dot get count, so it will return us count. So here its counter incremented when every object created. Now counter after creating objects equal to plus static dot get count. You can see here by, if we call it by object, any object, it returns same value because the value is shared among all the variable of static member share all its values among all the objects of the class. Counter when call from object equal to here obj dot get count. So here system dot out dot print ln counter when call from obj1 equal to plus obj1 dot get count. Okay, now here you can see the difference between the static variable and the instance variable. Now we call it name. It shows different name because a copy of instance variable generated for every object. Println here name of obj plus obj dot get name and system dot out dot println name of obj1 equal to, it shows different name because every object have different name. Object 1 has Ahmad name and object 2 has Ali name. So our program is ready to compile. First you need to save this file and get name. Okay, so here compile the program, go to command line, go to path where you save your file, compile all the file static.java. So compilation is successful, so run the file test mem. You can see here counter before instantiation because we can't create any object of the class is 0. When we create one object, counter increases by 1, and when we create second object, counter increases to 2. And here counter after creating objects 2, when we call it by class name get count, you can see here counter method can access. So static member share equal value among all the objects. When you call it object 1, it's same value. When you call it object 2, it's same value. But instance variable, when we call it get name from object 1, it's Ali, and when we call it by second name, it's Ahmed. So I think static members and static method, the concept of these static member and static method clear to you. Please subscribe our channel. Thanks a lot.